UNESCO has categorized Korea's tradition of making fermented condiments using soybeans as recommended for inscription in its list of intangible cultural heritage.
유네스코가 콩을 발효시켜 만드는 우리나라의 전통 장 담그기 문화를 인류무형문화유산 등재 권고 대상으로 올렸습니다. Tell us more.
Yeah, so Korea's tradition of making these fermented sauces using soybeans is likely to be added to UNESCO's list of intangible cultural heritage. UNESCO said on Tuesday that its deliberative body has categorized knowledge, beliefs, and practices related to jang making in South Korea as recommended for inscription. So, of course, we know jang as the traditional Korean fermented soybean-based condiment, foundational to making a lot of different Korean dishes. It includes several different varieties like doenjang, there's 간장, and gochujang. And as one of Korea's long-standing food traditions that's been passed down through generations for centuries, jang making encompasses not just the sauce itself, but also the entire process from the ingredient preparation to the final product. So the evaluation committee noted that the Korean jang culture forms the core of Korean culinary tradition alongside rice and kimchi, and highlighted that each household has its unique taste and method reflecting the family's history and tradition.
Yeah, it's a pretty complicated procedure, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's like the meju involved
Yeah.
as well. I don't know the specifics, but I feel like it's in itself a sort of art.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Well, this is being categorized as something.
Yeah, so when you categorize something, it means you place it in a particular class or group, or you're arranging it into different classes or classifying something.
그렇죠. categorize라는 건 분류한다는 뜻이 있고요. 우리가 그런 각각의 분류를 카테고리라고 하잖아요. 영어로 category. 스펠링은 categorize 같은 경우에 categorize도 되고요. SE도 됩니다. 영연방 국가에서는 SE로 쓰고 미국에서는 ZE로 쓰죠. 자, 그다음에 condiment.
Yeah, condiments. So, we talked about condiments, sauces. They're all the same thing, basically. So, it's a substance. It could be salt. It could be ketchup. It could be hot sauce. So, something that's used to add more flavor to food.
그렇죠. 우리가 이제 장 담그기 문화 이거를 우리말로는 우리말 헤드라인은 그렇게 써여 있는데 영어로 이거를 making fermented condiments라고 했어요. using soybeans까지 이제 해도 될 것 같은데 이런 이제 콩을 이용한 그런 장, 발효된 장을 만드는 것. 그래서 장이라는 단어가 따로 없기 때문에 소스, 양념이라는 단어, condiment가 여기서 쓰였고요. 그 앞에 발효라는 fermented가 들어갔습니다. fermented condiments, F-E-R-M-E-N-T-E-D. condiment는 C-O-N-D-I-M-E-N-T. Well, here's the headline again. UNESCO has categorized Korea's tradition of making fermented condiments using soybeans as recommended for inscription in its list of intangible cultural heritage. 자, 다음 헤드라인 가보겠습니다.
A company in Italy has announced it has bottled the very air of Italy's picturesque Lake Como and is selling these cans for almost 10 euros apiece.
이탈리아의 한 업체가 그림 같은 풍경으로 이름난 관광지 코모 호수의 공기를 캔에 담아 판매한다고 발표했습니다. 가격은 거의 10유로, 우리 돈으로 약 15,000원인 것으로 알려졌습니다. Wow, we're gonna get bottled air.
Yeah. So,
All right.
this very, I don't know, I guess a very smart company. It's a communications company called Italy Comunica. And it says that it has bottled the very air of this very beautiful area in Italy that a lot of people go to. I think it's famous because like George Clooney has a house there, or they filmed a lot of famous films there. So the area is very well known. I think a lot of people want to vacation there. It's very beautiful. So they bottle the air there, and they're selling these cans for 9 euros and about 10 euros each. And they're saying that each can contains 400 milliliters of 100% authentic air that was collected from Lake Como. But the thing is, what they're saying is they're not actually selling air. It's like their product is more of a tangible memory that you can carry in your heart. So they're saying that tourists, once they go home, they buy this, they can take it home, they can open the can. Of course, they're not going to be able to smell anything, right? It's just air, but they can use the can as a souvenir pen holder. So it does kind of have that kind of purpose. So yeah, and apparently this is not new. Other places have done this before. Naples, I think, has been selling canned air for years. They've been doing this in the UK, Canada, Iceland. They sell air, but apparently, so this company, they're very happy with this idea. But the mayor of Como said that it probably wouldn't be his first idea for tourists, and he would prefer that they take home other souvenirs like the silk scarves that the area is also known for.
Very interesting. So it really is more of a souvenir than anything.
Yeah.
그냥 기념품의 개념에 좀 더 가까운 것 같아요. 우리가 그 공기가 든 캔을 가져와가지고 이렇게 집에서 이거 열어가지고 공기가 상쾌해졌다.
Nice, right?
이렇게 하려면 정말 많이 사야 되잖아요. 그 집에 있는 공기를 다 가득 채우려면. 그래서 그렇게까지는 하기 힘들겠지만 그래도 그 깨끗한 공기가 들어있는 기념품 정도로는 생각할 수 있을 것 같네요.
Like a memory that you can touch.
Interesting. Okay. What's picturesque?
Yes, picturesque is, it's just like the word, it's like a picture. It's something that you look at and it's so beautiful that it looks like a picture. It's very attractive in a very quaint and maybe pretty style.
picturesque라는 거는 그림 같다 라는 뜻이고요. 스펠링이 picturesque. 그다음에 이제 apiece라는 단어가 있습니다. It's one word.
Yeah, it's one word. So it's apiece, a piece, and it just means each. So it's for each one or individually.
각각이라는 뜻으로 apiece라고 합니다. 자, 그러면 다시 한번 읽어볼게요. A company in Italy has announced it has bottled the very air of Italy's picturesque Lake Como and is selling these cans for almost 10 euros a piece. Let's move on to the final headline.
Quincy Jones, a titan of American entertainment and arguably the most versatile pop cultural figure of the 20th century, has died aged 91.
자, 미국 엔터테인먼트 업계의 거장이자 아마도 20세기 대중문화사에서 가장 다재다능한 인물로 평가될 퀸시 존스가 91세 나이로 타계했습니다. Tell us more.
Yeah, so he passed away on Sunday night local time in his home. He was surrounded by his family. So may he rest in peace. As we mentioned, he's a very, very versatile artist. He's very well known for working with stars from Frank Sinatra to Michael Jackson to even Will Smith. Yeah. He's just one of the figures in, I think, pop culture history that we just hear the name and we immediately recognize. So he's best known for producing very famous albums by Michael Jackson that made him the star he is. So in the 1980s, he produced Thriller, Off the Wall, and Bad. He kind of made Michael Jackson who he is.
Yeah.
And he also produced albums for Frank Sinatra, Aretha Franklin, Donna Summer. He was also a successful composer of film scores. He was a band leader in a big band jazz. He was also a TV and film production company owner. He produced the sitcom with Will Smith, The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, which was a very, very big hit. Yeah. And he is the third only to Beyonce and Jay-Z for having the most Grammy Award nominations of all time. He had 80 nominations to Beyonce and Jay-Z's 88 each.
네. 굉장히 유명한 음반 프로듀서입니다. 퀸시 존스가 91세를 일기로 별세했다는 소식이고요. 벨에어 그 Fresh Prince of Bel-Air 시트콤을 만든 사람 중에 한 명이기도 한데 별세했을 때도 벨에어에 있는 자택에서 돌아가셨다고 합니다. 굉장히 유명한 그 뭐 마이클 잭슨의 스릴러 같은 거 뮤직비디오도 역시 이 퀸시 존스가 프로듀싱을 했고 저는 퀸시 존스 하면은 We Are the World가 가장 먼저 떠오르거든요. 이제 많은 가수들이 모여가지고 그 모금 행사를 하기 위해서 가수들은 무료로 노래를 부른 것이지만 이제 그 CD가 팔리면서 모으게 된 돈으로 그때 당시에는 아프리카에 있는 아이들을 돕기 위한 모금 행사였죠. 그리고 그 이후에는 또 한 번 이제 IT 지진 때도 또 한 번 비슷한 앨범이 만들어졌었고 그 두 번 다 퀸시 존스가 같이 했습니다. He was a titan. Let's look at the word titan.
A titan is, he was a huge figure in the American entertainment industry. So we call these huge figures a person or thing of very great strength, intellect, or importance, a titan.
타이탄은 이제 아주 중요한 사람이라는 뜻으로 비유적으로 많이 쓰고요. Arguably something.
So arguably is used when you want to say it may be argued. So it's used to kind of qualify the statement or of an opinion or belief. So you use this when you're stating your opinion or belief as a way of giving more authority or credit to it.
Arguably 뭐뭐뭐라는 것은 거의 반박의 여지가 없지만 그래도 뭐 100%까지는 아닐 때 이렇게 arguably라는 단어를 붙여요. 그러니까 여기서는 arguably the most versatile pop figure라고 했습니다. 그냥 arguably를 빼버리면은 he was the most versatile pop figure 이런 이제 100% 확신이 들어간 문장이 될 텐데 그렇게 말하면은 그 외에도 굉장히 다재다능한 팝 아티스트들이 좀 서운할 수도 있고 팬들이 아니야 그러면서
there will be one person that will argue against
그렇죠.
you.
네. 다른 팬들은 또 다르게 생각할 수도 있으니까 뭐 거의 다 이렇게 생각하지만 100%는 아닐 때 arguably라는 단어를 쓸 수 있습니다. arguably. 다시 읽어보겠습니다. Quincy Jones, a titan of American entertainment and arguably the most versatile pop cultural figure of the 20th century, has died, aged 91. All right, well, that's it for the headlines this morning with Karen.